Can you do the nunchucks?
Yes, yeah.
Stop. You had your own apartment at 12 years old?
Yes, I know it sounds nuts. I don't want to actually do this because it's probably abuse. But say you had...
Hey folks, we got Stephen He here today.
Which camera? Hey,
big round of applause. Any camera, really. Just pick your favorite.
All of them. I don't know. That's not me. I don't like the camera. But hey, I'm Stephen He, professional Asian. I've been a professional Asian for about 13 years.
That's so crazy. We have the same job.
That's how we know each other.
Yeah.
From the Asian office.
So what we're going to try doing today, we're going to ask you some dilemmas. We're going to put you in some ethical dilemmas. I want to see how you solve problems today.
Thank you.
Okay, but before we dive too far into these dilemmas, Stephen, I did a little peek at your wikifeet.
No, not like this.
So what I want to know,
I get exposed.
What I want to know, first of all, congrats on your 4 something rating. Your 4 let's see, where are you at right now? You're at a 4.71 out of 5.
Okay, that's gonna go up. This is gonna be a video coming out soon.
Pretty good piggies there. Pretty good piggy rating. And so what I want to know is, I saw this photo. And I want to know more about this because I feel like viewers have no clue about this background situation. And don't worry, you know, we're going to get into the dilemmas really soon, but I just want to see.
Where'd you find that?
What is that? Are you trained in martial arts?
Yes, I did train in martial arts.
For how long?
That is such a funny photo. Not that long, for about a summer. It wasn't for martial arts' sake. It was for acting's sake. I was a desperate actor. I was serving cappuccinos, you know, that as desperate actors do. And
did you actually work at a coffee shop?
I know. I was a busboy at a restaurant.
Dude, that job is crazy.
A Chinese restaurant, no less.
Yo,
because of course.
I've had my share of those kinds of jobs for sure.
So while I was on my journey of being
where was this?
Budding actor, that was a summer in China. Before
where in China?
That was Yangjiang, Guangdong. That's my province where I was born. I was born in Shenzhen, Guangdong, and that is
Shenzhen.
Yes, I was born in Shenzhen.
Is that just north of Hong Kong?
Yeah, right north of Hong Kong, like a bus ride away. Very
That's
close.
Amazing. Yeah.
And I was in America at the time. I was in New York doing acting training, and in one of the summers in between year 1 and year 2 of the Playhouse, I was like, how am I going to improve my chances of being a successful actor? And one of the ideas we came up with, I was talking to my uncle in China. He was like, hey, I know this Shaolin temple near our house. You could, I could talk to him, get you a deal, give you private lessons for like a summer.
Do you know how cool that sounds that you trained at a Shaolin temple?
Yes.
Like my only understanding of a Shaolin temple is like, you remember that Jackie Chan show on like Disney Plus or like do you know what I mean? The animated series.
The animated one, yes.
Didn't he train at a Shaolin? Something Shaolin was involved there. Maybe I'm way off. I don't know. But like
it was called the Jackie Chan Adventures, by the way.
Okay,
brilliant.
Good. Yeah.
But there was a show called Shaolin Showdown.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Are you guys doing live research?
I think they just
that
know.
one was off the dome.
You just know. You just know.
Yeah, I think they just know this.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It was a Shaolin school. It was not a traditional temple where you have monks and stuff. This was a school for children. And it was hard to describe. So the children would go in, they do their regular maths and English and all their subjects. If that comes as a surprise, all Chinese students study English.
Oh.
Which is Westerners are surprised by that, but it's a mandatory subject in China.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then no one speaks it after you graduate. But anyway.
Right. That's true in the United States. Very few can fluently speak English.
Great.
Yeah.
Then there was the principal himself, who he came from a Shaolin temple, full monk and everything, and he opened that school. And my uncle kind of reached out and said, "Hey, I have this big famous Hollywood actor nephew.
Love that.
He's doing big movies. You want to train him for a little bit?"
Yeah, he's hyping you up.
He definitely hyped me up.
That's amazing. So you went over there and he hyped you up and you trained for how long?
I trained for I think think 7-8 weeks.
Cool.
We did like all in. We did it was 7 days a week. I'd wake up at 6
Whoa.
a.m. and I'd cycle. It's a crazy. Yeah, that kind of think of it, sounds like almost like a myth. I cycled up this mountain, which killed me every day. No, legit, it was a mountain. And most of the days I got too tired halfway through it, so I just walked with the bicycle next to me.
Yeah.
I'd go there. I'd wake up at 6. I'd go there very early, probably like 7. We'd spend the whole day there. I would eat there. I would have like a nap at noon there, and then 6 or 7 p.m. was when I went back down. And one of the things I remember is you don't have to cycle. You just coast all the way back down. And I was like, oh, the best experience ever. It was good after a hard day of nothing but training martial arts.
Yeah.
So you learn basic stuff. You learn weapons like the bow staff, the nunchucks, and kicks like that. And Shaolin has a bit of a performance aspect to it.
Yeah.
So it's not like Muay Thai where you're learning how to hit someone.
So the name of the martial art is Shaolin.
Yes, Shaolin martial arts. They would call it Shaolin Wushu. Wu means martial / force. Shu is technique. So they call it the Shaolin martial art.
Wow.
That translates to that.
That's so sick.
It was fun. I got to do that stuff. Came back. Now I have it on my resume that no casting director ever reads.
That's amazing. I love
Martial
that.
arts.
Dude, I'm so excited to be hanging. You know, Steven and I, we've done a few videos together. That's why he's here. He's my friend.
It's the best. Hanging out with friends.
He agreed to train me in a Shaolin temple. Wuzhu.
Wushu.
Yeah, I'm close.
Video coming soon. When you see Daniel bald, you'll know why.
That's right. Shaved it off. You know, I used to do martial arts.
Oh, which one?
I did karate and I did taekwondo and I did wrestling briefly, but I did it for like, I feel like 7 years. On and off.
That's a while.
But the thing is though, when you're a kid, like it doesn't matter. Like, you know, I had like a high green belt as far as I got in one, because then I had to move and go to another one. But it's like, you know, all I remember is that I had ADD so bad and I would giggle and stuff so bad that the instructor would make me run across and do like laps in the back while the other students were still learning.
Just to punish you.
To punish just me. And then the alternative is that he would have me do knuckle push-ups on wooden blocks. And so I'd be doing push-ups.
Did you even do that as a kid?
Yeah, man. My dad used to make us do a lot of push-ups before bed. It was crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. He's a power lifter. What are you going to do? Like
Fair play.
Yeah, very strange. I don't know. But I don't remember a lot.
Were those martial arts more performative or were they more combat based?
They were combat based.
All right.
You're saying yours was like a performative, like to help you act and stuff?
It was both.
Yeah.
Like Shaolin is very performative. They have like these routines that are not necessarily moves you could use in a fight, but they're more like for performance. And at the same time, they did teach me how to punch a regular sandbag and all that.
That's cool.
Combat stuff.
Yeah.
That you could actually use. The nunchuck being probably the coolest thing. I love that. I want to bring that back.
Can you do the nunchucks?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you done them in videos yet?
I have. Jeez, I have for like 5 seconds for one video. That is 3-4 years ago, maybe 4 years ago.
Were the comments on there like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, the comments were very surprised. Like, did this guy just pick that up and do that?
Dude, you gotta whip that up. This guy's got crazy, like, strange talents that nobody knows about. Like, he's also a very good pianist. Have you ever done a sketch where you play piano at all?
I might have played in the background for like one punchline, just
Man.
like and 2 lines of
If
melody.
you whip that out, people are gonna be like, what?
It comes with it comes with our passport. It's
That's right.
one of our classic Asian beginners kits.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You
man.
get from Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. So let's dive into the deeper core.
Oh yeah.
Of you, Stephen He. Do you have a middle name you want to share with the class, or no?
I do not have a middle name. No.
You don't even. You don't have a middle name.
Yes, I do not have a middle name.
Stephen Carmichael He. Stephen Ezekiel He. They don't have
Giuliano He.
Giuliano. He's very Italian. People don't know this. Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you a question. I want to know. It's talking about videos, your training, your background. We have a fan. Blue blah 146.
All right.
Asked, would you agree to have your entire life recorded and universally broadcasted if it meant that the judicial system was 100% perfect? Meaning, all guilty people in prison and all innocent people are free.
Oh, that's a great one. Damn.
Welcome to the Dilemma Den, by the way. Dilemma Den!
Ba-da-ba-da.
Very good.
You may sample that for the official tune.
What is that? I'm not a girl, not yet a woman. Is that what that is, Britney Spears? Coming out here with some Britney for the Dilemma Den?
I just riffed out 3-4 notes. I haven't even heard of the song.
Well, it's Britney Spears. Britney Spears is living deep within you.
Oh, wow. I didn't. That's my break in the industry.
So cut the shit.
I like that. So shut up, Steven.
So cut the shit. Tell me. Would you agree to have your entire life recorded and universally broadcast? Let's say
That's wild.
Let's say I would want to say in this hypothetical, let's say you're not famous, but I think you would have to be famous no matter what. I mean, you would be even more so famous.
If everyone watched your whole life.
Yeah. Would you do that if it truly meant that the judicial system was 100% perfect? Would you be that guy? Would you let yourself be the kind of scapegoat for justice for the world?
Let me share my thought here.
Let's hear it.
For content.
Okay.
That's two very, very different sides, and they've hit something. They've hit something private. I am a very private person. I do not like being on camera when I'm not acting. For all of my videos, I'm playing a character delivering lines I wrote. For the behind the scenes stuff, still as YouTubers, you perform for camera.
Totally,
naturally, right?
Yeah.
That's to be expected. When I'm private, say I'm like having lunch by myself in New York City, I do not like being stared at or people do this where they're like 3 tables away and they film me. I'm not extroverted enough for that. So you're asking me to do something that's quite uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, I see.
Right? So that's the one. The other side, the judicial system. So I'm just going to take that as like the justice system.
Yeah.
Where good gets rewarded and bad gets punished. It's like, yeah. Oh, that is so complicated. That is
you can fix all of that, or at least make it known what is true and what is false. If you got a camera crew following you around all the time, everything you do.
Well, the two things sound pretty unrelated.
They do. They do. They definitely do sound good. It sounds just unfair to you, honestly.
But you know what? It's a big It's a big reward that helps all of humanity. I imagine. Yeah. For the sacrifice of just my discomfort. Damn, I think I have to do it. I have to take one for the team. Yeah.
You think you would do it?
For humanity, I'll take one for the team.
That's beautiful. Yeah, you'd probably be like really, you'd probably be really popular in a good way. They'd be like, oh man, he's doing it. He's our hero.
People would appreciate that I sacrificed for their gain or loss. I would have a lot of enemies, that's for sure.
Oh, dude, that's true.
Right?
You'd be like Batman. just because people tune in to watch you brush your teeth.
I didn't think about all the criminals that are going to have a problem with me.
Well, maybe there wouldn't be crime.
Because they'll get caught, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I am Batman.
Do you think there would still be criminals if they knew that it would be out there that they were criminals? I guess what I mean is like, would criminals still exist if there was a guarantee they would get caught eventually?
Genghis Khan. Of course.
Who's that?
People will always.
Is that a Pokemon?
Is Genghis Khan the Pokemon? Yeah, he has this nice bow, this archery. Yeah, of course it'll happen. Like countries are gonna want to invade other countries.
Yeah, that's true.
Britain is gonna want to take over the world. It's gonna happen. Yes,
I guess so. High risk, high reward. Am I right, guys?
And even afterwards, when we go to Mars and the other stuff, yeah, of course.
Oh, I can't wait to see the first Martian crime. That's gonna be so cool.
Like steals a red rock.
Yeah. Like they find like a rock over there that's like a drug.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait.
like and everybody's like addicted to Mars crack.
Mars crack.
Would that be nice?
Sounds like a chocolate bar. buy Reese's Pieces,
Yeah,
Mars
like,
crack.
Yeah, like Bunch of Crunch or something.
Yeah.
I love
That's
me
funny. Oh, someone
that.
needs to make a skit about that.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
This is the kind of the flip.
Oh,
version.
okay.
If I were to answer the question, yeah, I would do it. By the way, I think I would do it. Now here we go. Would you want to understand everyone entirely? No confusion, no communication issues, no language barriers at all. But you will always hear everyone's thoughts as a result, and no one will have any privacy mentally or emotionally around you.
That's both good. Oh, wait, that's both. Like the consequence and the reward are both good. Right?
I mean, I don't want to hear what everyone's saying. I mean, I feel like people deserve a little bit of privacy, right? Don't you think?
Well, I can be the gatekeeper and I can know your secrets, but I don't have to tell anyone. Yes, I would take that. So let me think about it.
Would you let anybody know that you have this ability?
Oh, that's a good. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you'd just be top secret
Because
agent.
no one would like talk to me, right?
Yeah, well, they wouldn't have to. Frankly,
Oh,
you would just hear their thoughts.
Telepathy.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll just already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
That feels like a nice superpower. It feels like Professor X.
yeah, totally.
You get oh my god.
Yeah,
You become great at communicating, and you'll win like every argument. Not that is not. I wouldn't say win argument. You would convince people to do things a lot easier. Way easier.
Would I want to do that? I don't think I would. I think there's some things I don't want to know. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine with not knowing something. Like, you know, you go up to your mom and you're like, "Mom, am I ugly?" And then she pauses for 5 seconds, and then you're just like, oh, "Okay, I see what's going on."
It's like, don't become an actor. Yeah, cool.
And that's it. Yeah. Don't quit your day job. That question was brought to you by Flossstruck, by the way, which is a very good
Thank
username.
you, Floss.
Here's a simple one by Mayak. Unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no bacon?
I don't even like bacon. It's games. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bacon. Especially the American way of preparing it. It's like stiff. It's like crispy and stiff, right? That's how it's commonly cooked in America. I much more prefer like the European. We call it bacon, but you guys call it.
It's like back strip bacon or something over there. The
it has a
oval
big piece
kinda-
of meat, right? The
Yeah.
oval piece of meat with the bacon.
Yeah.
I prefer that.
Yeah, this is where I'm going to disagree with you really hard.
Nice.
I just
For
think
bacon?
American bacon is so much better, man. They call it it's streaky bacon over here, right? But over there it's like back pork. I don't know what it's called.
They call it bacon. I've never heard anyone call it any different.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe I'm just.
For gaming, yeah, for all games. I do.
You want the
enjoy-
games?
I do enjoy the games. It's different now. I used to enjoy the. Oh, here's some. Wow,
Let's
I've
hear
got
it.
some content for you. I used to be huge into video games to maybe one could call an addiction.
Oh, go on. What
in
makes it an addiction? Was it interfering with your daily
Yeah.
life?
Oh yeah. That interference, just having to do it, and that's all you think about.
Yeah.
You know, that type of symptoms. When I was like 12, 13 years old, I was in China, and I definitely was that way about video games. The game specifically that I played was called Dungeons and Fighters Online.
What?
It's a game out of Korea that became massively popular in China.
Oh man.
And it's an online game, so it's not like a single player, you know, you finish it and that's the end. This is like endless. You collect better equipment and stuff like that.
I love that. So how often did you play that game?
I would, at that time I lived alone. I didn't have a guardian. So like at 12 years old, that's crazy for a child. I don't recommend that for
You
anyone
lived
else.
alone without a guardian when you were 12?
I lived specifically I lived in an apartment by myself. I had my uncle, my aunt, and my cousin pretty close by. I could walk to them in 10 minutes. And I often go to their house to have dinner, and then I return to my apartment, and that was it.
You had your own stop. You had your own apartment at 12 years old?
Yes, I know, it sounds nuts.
What? Where? In China?
In Shenzhen, yeah. It wasn't like I had my own apartment. It was like, where are we going to put Steven? Oh, yeah, that's free. Let's put him there. It was like that.
What?
My mom was in Ireland. My dad was also in Ireland. And I was in Shenzhen. My uncle and grandma were in Shenzhen, and I go to see them pretty often. I go to see them like every day or so for dinner or something, and then I return home.
Is that a common thing, or was it?
Oh no!
Okay.
I have a rather strange, like being Chinese Irish and having family everywhere and bouncing back and forth and spending a lot of years relatively without a guardian, like without a mother or without a father, just in situations like that.
Wow.
And here's one of the things I did, and this is the content.
Do you know that this whole interview is content?
I did.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure you're aware. We're uploading this whole thing. Okay. I just want to make sure you know.
Oh, it's not 10 minutes long? What?
No, it's not. We're not truncating sentences here. It's the whole thing. I like how you're like, by the way, this is for content. No, the whole thing is for content, Steve. I just need you to know that.
Oh, I just know this is going to get clipped into one of those shorts.
Hey, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, that 12-year-old apartment thing has got to be the first clip in this video. That's crazy.
Yeah, and what I would do here's bringing back to the gaming thought. What I would do, this is so bad now, man. So I'd finish school maybe I think 6 p.m. I'd go to my uncle's house, have dinner with them, and like 8, 9, I would return to my apartment. I would go straight to these things called internet bars.
Oh yeah.
Like
internet cafe.
That's right.
Yeah,
just rows of computers for video games. I'd go to an internet cafe that was maybe I started at 10 p.m. Go straight to 6 a.m. Go to school and sleep all day in class. That's how bad I was.
You were addicted.
That's how bad I was. Yeah.
You were addicted.
Yep.
I read somewhere that Pokemon was like banned in China for being too addicting. Do you think does that sound familiar to you at all?
I do know that there are a lot of rules and restrictions on gaming for minors in China currently.
Really?
Like it's very hard. You need to be registered. You need to have your ID put in the thing, and then your online. Every time you log on to any game at all, it has your profile there, and you're limited to like I don't know what the time is. A certain amount of hours a week. You can't get like your parents' account and pretend to be them. That's very bad.
That's what I would be doing. Let's see.
I'm seeing that Pokemon Go was banned in China because of safety reasons, like people wandering into traffic.
Jeez, man.
That actually happened in other countries, right? People did indeed walk into traffic.
For sure. For sure. We should have banned
it.
it.
Happened here.
I heard news about it. Yeah. Oh boy. So
dude.
it is restricted now. Thinking back on it, you know what? Thinking back on it, I don't even think it's the video game. I think it's I didn't have the other stuff going on that a kid would regularly be into. Like you probably have like soccer practice, and you probably be into something else. You probably be trying to hit scores to get into university.
Yeah.
As a child, you have these lanes and goals.
Yeah.
I think I just missed them. I was missing them. So instead of an addiction to gaming, I think gaming just filled what was empty.
The void, baby.
Maybe that was it. Yeah. And then what's strange is one day I just went, I don't feel it anymore.
That's puberty. That was puberty. You're like, girls are kind of cool to look at. And then suddenly it just all changes.
Suddenly the PlayStation is less interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so funny, dude. Yeah, that's amazing. God,
Great times.
you know what's funny is like nowadays I feel like I need to game more. Like I'm trying to schedule time to game more on like my PlayStation or whatever.
For fun, not for content. Right?
For fun.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
I get this guilt now. It's the same thing where I know I need to have stuff that's not work.
Yeah, dude. This is real. We're talking real YouTuber stuff right now, by the way. Like a YouTuber's worst nightmare is somebody asking them, "What do you do for fun?" Because we're all like, "My whole life." What do you mean? Yeah, it's crazy.
I have this guilt now with that same thought where if it's a hobby and it's not work related, it has to also have other returns on the time I'm putting in. Like, for example, if I sat down and played a video game and that was it, I'd just feel guilty. I'd feel like a degenerate afterwards. It has to be, I have to make a skit out of this game, and I have to get content, I have to make money out of it.
Yeah.
If it's, say, pickleball, it's not just I enjoy an hour with my friends. It's, it also gives me fitness. It also gives me health benefits.
Yeah, and that's cool.
And social benefits. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool to have those things, but there's just this guilt where what did you gain for your last hour? And if it's an answer that's sub-adequate, it's a nasty feeling.
Yeah. So you feel like you have sort of a maximalist approach on how you're supposed to spend your time. Like you want to maximize each hour of your day.
I think it's guilt because I remember growing up very often. When you're not doing something, you would just be scolded because you're not doing something.
Dang.
I want to share something with you. This is a theory that I have.
Oh, good.
And
Not for content this time, just for me.
Oh, definitely for content.
Oh, man.
I love this theory, and I bring it up to people who have similar upbringings with me, like similar upbringings like myself. I find every person and their brains kind of like a remixing machine. Like we experience stuff through our senses, and we have years of this. And when we want to speak, when we want to do things, it's like a remixing of all the information we've ever received. Even if you're not consciously or you don't remember certain memories, it lives in you. I 100% believe that. Now, here's what's interesting. People who have had data sets that are messed up calculate outcomes that average people won't. So I'll give you an example. If you have like a AI model, say, and you train it to draw anime pictures, let's be more specific. Let's say you train it to draw Naruto pictures.
Okay.
And you train it on every frame of Naruto. But halfway through, you cut that off and you give it only Britney Spears music videos.
All right. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And when you ask that AI to spit out an image of whatever it wants to spit out, it's going to be weird as hell.
Yeah.
And that's what I think happens to people who are raised in, say, China. You are Chinese and you're nothing, well, me. I am Chinese and I'm nothing but Chinese. I have no Western influences. I've never watched Disney Channel. I'm just Chinese. And then 8 years old, bam, everything you learned is now ineffective or straight up wrong. Now you're in this new environment with a new language and a new behavior. And the knowledge that you have and your pre-data set becomes almost destructive. I'll tell a personal story. I breathe heavy when I hear this. What I mean by your data set is wrong is one of my first experiences in Ireland. So my mother married an Irishman who became my stepdad. And with him, I gained like 20 Irish cousins.
That's so cool.
Right? And
Yeah, that's so
it's
cool.
lovely. And they were the kindest to me. They couldn't have been kinder to me. So I was at dinner with one of my cousin's family, big family. There was 7 people. And I was having dinner. And we were all joking and laughing about it. And I kind of learned English, so I had communication abilities. And just to throw out a joke in the middle of dinner, I said, "Ha ha ha, Auntie, why are you so fat?" Oh, bro. And silence. And everyone looks at me like I just murdered a dog.
You did.
Why you say that?
Crazy.
And I said, "What? What did I do? What did I do? Something? What?" That's what I mean. No, till this day, every time like my grandma picks up the phone and I'm on or the video chat, first thing she does is go, "Okay, haven't gotten too fat. Okay, all right."
Dang.
It's common.
To you?
To me, yeah, to me. So the data set that I was trained on was wrong. And you don't hug people, you shake hands instead, or blah, 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 blah.
Wait, okay. Hold on. Let me try this. Let me try to understand this.
Yeah.
So you're saying the Chinese influence in you is that it's common in Chinese with families.
Oh, yeah.
To say like, have you gotten fat? That kind of
Ugly.
thing.
But sorry, so not common. So like for example, I was with my Chinese family and my aunt and my cousin, her son, my aunt's son. You were just chatting and she just is in the middle of the conversation. Yeah, my son's getting ugly lately. Maybe you should like, stop eating this.
Whoa.
It's just a very common way of talking. It's out of love.
It does on the receiving end of that, do you feel like hatred or do you feel like, oh, okay,
In
like maybe I
China,
should do something about it?
Absolutely not.
It's just a blanket statement
It's like
something to help you.
It's like what's a good example in the West? It's caring. It's the person has no negative intent. It's like
It's like, hey, you should stop smoking.
Yeah.
Or like
kinda
you're vaping a
that.
lot. You should vape a little less.
It's like if I said to you, "Hey, green looks great on you. You should wear green more." It's
Yeah.
like that. You know, there's no negative intent.
yeah. Fascinating.
But
Whoa.
boy, that was wrong in Ireland. So that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah.
What happened? Let me ask you this. What happened after you said that to your aunt?
Dude, I remember feeling. I remember feeling terrible.
Did you get spanked or anything, man? I would have gotten wrecked.
Everyone looked at me like this. How the fuck could you have done that? And then my auntie got pretty pissed and she left the room. And yeah, dinner was pretty. It was pretty crappy after that,
Dude.
But so okay, let me continue my theory.
Yeah, sorry.
When you have a human that is trained on a data set, and then you just all of a sudden it's a brand new data set. Their calculations are going to be different from most humans. And if I were to take this more extreme in a theoretical realm, I'm so curious. I don't want to actually do this because it's probably abuse. But say you had... say you had a human who grows up...
I love your use of the word human. It's just so, there's something very
interesting
odd
to
about
me.
it. But keep going.
It's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Say, I'm gonna... Okay.
Let's say you have a human.
I happen to have this human with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak of it in first person, so it doesn't sound very weird. Say I was raised in America.
Yeah.
And say, let's take it to the extreme. Say like at 5 years old, I was dropped off a savannah jungle. No more human, and I had to survive.
Yeah.
5 years later, at 10 years old, that must be the most interesting child ever.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. This messed up data set theory. So when I meet other people who have similar childhoods of hopping around, being in different situations, and being forced to sink or swim in a situation like I was, their brains just work differently.
Dang,
it's very
man.
fascinating to me.
That's very interesting. Let's see. Well, let's test that. Let's test your
Let's
data
test
set
that.
some more. So you find a button that lets you rewind time by 1 hour. Okay. So you have this button. At any point you can press it. You rewind time by 1 hour. But using it will cause an unforeseen consequence that affects a random person in a negative way. Okay, you're already locked in. But let me keep going. Do you use the button to fix a mistake you made, or avoid it to prevent potential harm to an innocent person?
If it's as generic as the wording, just something negative happening. It
Yeah.
could be their ice cream dropping.
That's fair.
If it's something as generic as that wording, I don't care about that person. Come on.
Okay, that's okay.
You gotta up the stakes a little bit. Now, let's say if the wording was, say,
Like somebody dies.
fair.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Somebody, we're not saying like a person who was going to die anyway. We're saying a healthy person who's not supposed to die dies.
A random person, yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, that should just be a no, right, Stephen? Like the fact that you're thinking about it at all is kind of blowing my mind.
No, if I had no.
For an hour? What can you do that would be fixed in an hour?
Yo, if you ask me about time
Well, I mean,
manipulation,
would you have the foresight to know that you made a mistake an hour after you made it?
I have spent hundreds of hours thinking about time manipulation.
Go on.
I have a lot of answers for that.
Okay, all right, let's hear it. Yeah.
Okay, easiest thing.
Forget the death thing. Talk to me about your
Bro, there's so many scenarios. You go to the casino.
You really have thought about this.
Remember the next 10 rolls of whatever it is, roulette, whatever you want to play, and you're a billionaire in an hour. It's that simple. What else can you do? If you could roll it back longer, 1 hour is a good limitation. That stops you from doing a lot of stuff. Using it to prevent things that's already happened, right? Because say you fall.
True.
You go,
You like really hurt yourself. You get into a car accident.
Yeah.
A loved one gets into a car accident, and you can prevent that by rewinding time
Absolutely.
for an hour.
Yeah.
That's
Just
true.
call them, tell them not to do that.
As long as you know within the hour. That's the thing. Is You have
Yes.
to know within an hour.
You can. I've put hours. Here's another one.
Yeah, let's
You
hear it.
can have a whole astronomical career as a magician.
Go on. By just being like, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? And then you go back in time and you're like, hello,
Yes.
Barbara.
You can do things that are legitimately impossible, and the whole world would be forced to watch you.
Yeah.
Your career would be ridiculous. You could predict real world events, or you could do mind reading, or you could do.
You would be the greatest. You would be the greatest child's birthday party entertainer with thousands dead.
Off the casino
as a byproduct.
Oh, I ran out of my hour. No,
Yeah,
my last
yeah.
bet. Damn.
Yeah. You go back, grandma dies. You're happy. You made $100.
Jesus.
You're like, this dinner's so good. I want to eat it again. Poof, like somebody's taken
my
down
God, yeah.
in another nation. Yeah.
So, not considering random people dying.
That's so funny.
It's a great ability, but
But you think an hour is enough time to really have fun and like really do stuff aside from the
do so many
the death
things.
thing. Yeah,
yeah. If there's no consequences.
Yeah.
And you had this button that
an hour. You could really do a lot with an hour.
you could become a billionaire within that hour. I think so.
Do you think you could be a billionaire if you had a 15-minute window?
Much? Well, yeah, you would. I guess you'd go on like a sports betting app and you would stack up the most ridiculous odds, and then see reality. What happens? Ronaldo scores 3 goals. You rewind, put that bet in. You can get far, but you probably can't get to a bill. You can get far.
Yeah, I like that. We'll try that out when we get the machine out.
Oh, sick!
When we have the button out, we're gonna do it for you. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice.
Well, I think we're approaching a time where I want to test kind of your psychology a little bit.
I love these. All right.
I just want to see where you stand. You know, it's a very scientific test. So I'm going to show you something, and I want to see what you. Just tell me the first thing that pops in your mind. Tell me what you see.
Okay. This is in depth. I didn't know you had this psychology angle.
What do you see here?
Wolf.
You see a wolf?
That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Okay.
Did you make that, or is that from like the
I
real
did not.
test?
I don't have the artistic. Ability.
Okay.
So you see a wolf here.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. I see a pelvis. I see a human pelvis.
I can. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna write that down. Could you guys write that down in the back? Just write down wolf in the back.
Is this the day?
That's
Is this
great.
the day the asylum finally catches me?
Today's the day.
Daniel's just posing as a fake interviewer to capture me.
Okay, so this is okay. What do you see here in this image?
Wow, I see my sleep paralysis demon enjoying, chomping a Big Mac right there. McDonald.
The correct answer is a goose.
I'm finally insane.
Would have been the correct. Would have been the correct answer. Would have been a goose. It was very clearly a goose.
You guys can really do me in if you just swap that in post to an actual goose. You know that? Yeah, that's such a good idea.
Okay, what do you see here?
My very first impression was a duck, but now that I've taken more time at it,
Oh yeah,
it looks like 2 Santas high-fiving.
it does. Yeah, it's kind of got like two bunny rabbits high fiving, 2 Santas high. Yeah, for sure. Like 2 Santas who just committed a crime for sure.
On their
Yeah.
way out.
Yeah.
They've just robbed a house.
Yeah,
and they're
absolutely.
like, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's
hilarious.
definitely what's going on. Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing. Okay. Well, good. We're going to see.
Oh, you can mess with people so well if you just do the post.
Okay, first thing pops to your mind.
It's pretty illustrative. I that's the first thing that popped on my a donut that has fallen on the floor.
Correct answer is a kiss. Smooth little kiss.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant. We need the behind the scenes of this as well.
Okay. So, what do you see?
Britney Spears. Oh my God. That's probably. Is that you? Is Daniel as a child being surrounded by demon level Teletubbies? That's what they're called, Teletubbies.
That's what you see?
What? Why? What is it, Daniel?
It's a flower. You're not doing.
Wow, I'm really not good at this.
You're not doing so good. Okay, last one. All right.
Okay. Oh, I'm so ready for this. Oh my god. Oh, damn, that is horrific.
There's only one correct response.
There's only one correct. Well, I see a mountain lion with the body of like a vampire smoking a cigarette, judging me.
This is just the word love and the Comic Sans font. So, yeah. So I think, well, I don't think you did so hot. I'm not gonna lie to you,
no,
Steven.
I failed the test.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think you did so good.
I'm psychotic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's worth looking into. I'm not a trained professional. I'm just going based on what the data tells me.
All right, it's very scientific.
So what's new? What's new in your world? What's something you're excited about, man?
Exciting stuff lately. I have really found my passion back for VOD comedy sketches again.
Oh, video on demand. Okay.
Yes.
So for those not deep in the YouTube
YouTuber.
language, it's just video on demand. Just means like your YouTube.
The
videos.
horizontal type of videos
Horizontal
that you
type.
click on.
Yeah. So we call on the Inside Baseball, we call horizontal videos VODs, and then the shorts, the vertical videos, shorts.
Yeah,
So
short form.
Yeah.
Including TikTok and Reels and all the other ones.
That's right.
I've really found a passion back for making VOD skits again. I used to call them long form, but the traditional people laugh when I say long form.
Yeah, because long form is like 20, 30 minutes. It's this, really. I mean, this is long form. Yeah.
I found a lot of fun. I've been trying to do the shorts game. I've never been a shorts creator, and I honestly don't like it. I don't like the shorts viewing experience, and I really hate making content for shorts. Because you kind of have to study what everyone else is doing and then jump on the trends. To me, it's monotonous. It lacks creativity, and I did not enjoy doing that. So,
And yet, billions of views from this guy and his shorts. Billions and billions of views.
it's a dilemma. It's a dilemma.
Well, we're in the dilemma den.
The dilemma den.
That should be the song,
Dilemma
including the throat clear. Just like a strained guy who like is trying to serve a plate, but his hand is on fire. Dilemma den. It's insane.
That's brilliant. So I prefer sketches with more jokes, with more filmed better and written better and performed better instead of just like I try to do the shorts thing. Maybe made like a couple hundred, 200 of them. And it's like we're trying to mass produce them, get 12 shot in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they're all one joke, 30 seconds or 50 seconds, or reacting to other videos. It's a bit killing the creativity. But lately, I have shifted. Oh, this is a huge shift on my channel, actually. Interested to share this with you. A huge shift on my channel lately is to start covering high interest topics. Like
High interest topics.
Yes. Yeah.
Go on.
I told you about this.
Wait, on main channel or on one of your second channels or what?
Main channel.
Okay.
Main channel. Oh, interesting. Second channel, ironically, never touches on
Interesting. Interesting.
It's kind of shifting the impression of the whole channel from I used to be the guy that makes skits about growing up in China to I now want to be the guy that covers current events in the comedy sketch format.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
a moist critical.
Yeah.
But instead of commentating, I'm a comedy sketch creator.
Smart.
I find it a lot of fun. I find writing way more easy and engaging when I have a target.
Yeah.
I bet you relate to this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like, if you look at
I've been thinking about topical sketches for a minute.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I'm curious, how long is your process from writing to public?
The thing is, it can be quick. Like what I'm gonna do soon is I'm gonna batch a lot of sketches, like 8 that are evergreen. Evergreen meaning you can drop them at any time, and then I'm gonna try to sprinkle in more target because I'm more topical because I'm noticing that like a lot of my audience is just mostly returning viewers, and I want to grab those new people who are searching for these new topics. So yeah,
true.
we'll definitely work together on those.
Yeah, well, I'll share
from
stuff.
time to time,
I've shown you like the performance in the last 10, 11 months now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But lately, things have been getting very interesting. You have news popping up like every other day, and they go equally as quick. Former president gets shot. A week later, no one talks about it.
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
It's so weird. Yeah, man.
So speed does need to catch up, and you need to deliver that video like
It's like a feat of athleticism. Like it's like identifiable. It's like football. You have to find it and throw it, and then if you make it, great. And if you don't, you got to move on. You got to go to the next one.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
I have figured out a secret to navigating that. It's a very fucking nice plan, which ensures not only I get the interest, I get the new viewers, I get that trending page and all the impressions of that topic. Say it's something huge, like this video I'm shooting today is about the Haktua girl. Who's
that?
Blowing up. I'm so proud of you, Daniel.
I'm just kidding.
Damn it. Dilemma time.
She just got a podcast deal with Jake Paul, right?
I don't know who, but I saw
think she
Logan
did.
Paul on her podcast. I don't know if they're working
crazy.
together or anything, but it's stuff like that. Yeah, it's stuff like that. So I've come up with a strategy to gather all of that hype and then still be evergreen when no one's talking about it anymore. And the method is to remove the comedy from the topic. So the topic could be whatever. It could be an iPhone launch. It could be a new movie dropping. It could be Haktua Girl, whatever.
Yeah.
But the comedy is never about the Haktua Girl or the iPhone launch or the IP.
Okay.
It's something that can live forever and is relatable to everyone.
Wow.
So like the example here would be John Wick 4 comes out. Biggest movie, everyone's talking about it. Huge. I can make a sketch called How John Wick Can Take 50 Shots and Not Die. And then 3 months later, when no one's talking about John Wick, that same comedy still hits. Everyone gets the joke, even if they haven't watched John Wick. And another 3 months goes by, and Fast and Furious comes out, and I switch the title and thumbnail to How Vin Diesel Gets Shot 50 Times and Never Dies.
So you're gonna have like just a nondescript action hero,
Yes,
doing the
exactly.
thing, and then you can just swap it out.
Yeah, you remove the comedy from the IP, and then it can become an evergreen video.
That's beautiful.
That's what you want anyway, because you want everyone to relate. You don't want people. Today's video with the Haktua girl, I want people who have no idea who Haktua is to laugh at that because it's a comedy they relate to.
You want niche African tribes to be able to relate to what you're saying.
oh, that's so me.
They're the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
people who don't know who Haktua girl is at this point.
Yeah, that's the way to go about it. And I find writing so much more fun when I have if I'm looking at a blank page, it's terrible. It's hard to come up with an idea. But if I have a theme, a topic, a whatever item that I'm trying to make a sketch about, then the ideas come way faster and plentiful, and the ideas are more what's the word? More fleshed out.
I love that.
So yeah, having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. The company is getting slightly bigger. Brought on a new hire, a producer that makes the locations, the props, all of camera, all of sound, all of coordination. If I have another creator or whatever coordinating I need, that's all off my plate.
Whoa.
So I'm finally able to just do the writing and then show up on set.
Dude,
It's so
that
good.
is my dream. I've been talking to my team
Yeah?
about this for a long time. It's like I just want to write and I just want to show up and that's it.
Yeah, your team is way bigger than mine. I have like two people.
No, they're great. It's just I think I'm a bit more particular about how
more
I want
hands-on?
things to look
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's a me problem.
Oh, and that's
for
you
sure.
should be. I think you should be. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. Dilemma. Okay, let me see. I want to ask you something else here. I want to see. Actually, before we keep going, let me ask you a dilemma. You are in the airport. You're trying to catch a flight that is about to leave. As you run down the crowded corridor, an elderly woman suddenly slips in front of you and falls to the ground with a cry. Do you stop to help if you know you will miss your flight because of it?
No.
I'm with you, man. I'm not gonna lie. Only because I don't know. I actually don't know. It depends. If it's an international flight, that's probably what you're thinking. Because I'm thinking international flight.
Oh no, I'm not thinking
It's
about
like-
that at all. No.
If if it was like a 10-minute hop to San Francisco, you're like, bye. Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
See, this is where the messed up data set comes again, because I'm thinking about completely different things to what you're thinking about.
What are you thinking about?
So,
let me defend myself first.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm going to defend myself because my thing is like, oh my God, can somebody help her? I'll do that. I'll be like, can somebody help her, please? Somebody, I really got to go. Somebody help. And then I just run to my flight. Because like, we're not the only 2 people in the airport, bro.
There's more people that have seen it.
Yeah.
I would totally see the next employee, whether it's a flight attendant or whatever, and I don't know, it's any airport employee.
Yeah.
And I get their attention. Hey, I think someone needs help.
Yeah.
And then I would continue on my way.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. But what I'm concerned about is some lessons I learned as a child in China.
Okay, come on,
this is
man. Let's
dude,
go.
This is a real thing that happened a lot. I don't think it happens anymore because of the safety and the everything. I don't think it happens anymore. But when I was a child, there was this whole phenomenon of good Samaritans getting taken advantage of. So what this would mean is like an old lady would walk up to your car, still not moving, and she would and try to get money out of you. And that's happened to me a couple times. It's happened to me in the West even. I had like this frail woman. She was a frail looking woman, and I don't think she was actually frail, but I was walking in New York City down a random street, and she comes from behind me and she bumps into me and makes it look like an accident and drops.
In New York?
Yeah, and
man.
drops like her lunch.
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh no, you're so... And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Here's the thing. And as I walk, one of the shopkeepers told me, oh yeah, she's been here the whole day. She's done that to 20 people today now. And it's like those moments where
Dang.
they are the experiences living at the back of my brain that make me fear interacting with that old lady. So yeah, we're concerned about very different things.
Wow.
That
So
is my
you
main
so you
concern.
see it as like she's probably scamming you.
I wouldn't cast that judgment on her, but especially...
You're saying there's a possibility.
There is, yes. There certainly is a possibility.
That's really interesting. What does that mean?
60, we're at 60 minutes.
We're at 60? All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we did a whole by doing this, just so you know in the back. Cut to your angle. I want them to see what you
I
did.
did this.
Yeah, and as if that wasn't extremely
no clue.
confusing. I was very confused just now.
I have a cucumber.
What is this?
No, he
Oh,
did
you're
this.
saying what he means is like I have a cucumber in my hand. I see.
because he does this gesture and
Yeah.
okay.
Isn't that like the circle game where like if somebody looks at that, you get punched or something?
There was a thing, yeah, I remember that. I never got it. They just kind of say, "Ha, gotcha," and then the person that got goes, "Oh, damn."
There were so many games when we were kids about like punch buggy. Like just everybody was looking for for a reason to punch each other. Like there's so much pent up violence.
That's funny as hell.
If only they trained at the Shaolin Temple.
Exactly. They would know how to use that violence for good. Put on a bat cape and go to the city at nighttime. That riff went too...
With that said, everybody, I think that's it for today. Outro.